And I got there, and I remember going through the HR stuff, and I walked. It was on the second floor, and I walked past the King of the Hill, and I knew where DJ was, and I went over. Hey, dude. He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Hey, I work here now." He was like, "Yeah." So of course the bro hug, and I told him, we'll have lunch. I got to get back downstairs. So I went down there, did my thing. I started at The Simpsons, and that first day was so like a dream. To walk through that door, you get a little key card. The security guard just didn't stop me. That was in the character I'm in. When I wasn't stopped at the door and they let me go through, I was like, hey, this is really happening. And like I said, like right as I walked in, and you see that there was a big mural of the family right as you walked into the doors. I remember thinking, holy shit, this is for reals. This is going down, Michael. You're here. You better do this shit. Step up to the plate, son. And I was so excited to be there, and it was just this experience that it's so hard for me to put into words. It was I was prepared. Now I got to talking about just leaving that previous job. That job at Teleflora and working in that environment helped me to kind of establish myself and prepare myself for cubicle life. Now remember, I was the owner of Huango Wear. I was the boss. I did whatever. I was a high baller shit caller. I was a high hairy muck mug. No one told me what to do. I did as I pleased and when I wanted to do it. I answered to no one, except maybe D. But it was hard for me to transition that first time to jump from being a boss to being in a cubicle, being told what to do. If I had not had that in between with Teleflora to The Simpsons, I don't know if I would have been able to even last half that season, because I don't know, it was a lot. It was hardcore. It was a job, and that was one thing that I found out right away, that it was magical and beautiful, but I guess how to put it is the atmosphere. It wasn't what it wasn't what I had hoped or expected. It was a little different. So is that a word? Yeah. I didn't know what to make of the situation. For one, I was drunk with joy and like shock, awe. Also the joy of being in a place like The Simpsons. I can't forget that. You walk in. What better thing to greet a fat dude that when you walk into the actual floor for The Simpsons, it was the kitchen. And walking down and just starting to see artwork on the walls, literally on the walls, by the phone. Like when people were on the phone, kids nowadays probably wouldn't understand it, but the phone was connected to the wall, and we'd have to stand there and talk to people. So it was kind of one of those things that as artists, while you're standing there talking to people, you might get bored. So all through by the phones and all along the walls, you would find people's artwork, which was really cool and fun. It was neat. No one said anything. You could actually tag the walls there, which was dope. And then walking out onto the Simpson floor, it was dark down there. For one, it was kind of a trip because, it makes sense. You're working from light tables and stuff, but it was a really, it was different than what I was expecting, because remember, I went to that school in Santa Monica, and then they moved us to downtown LA by the Skid Row. And that's when I stopped going. But when we went down there, they try to light it up more because the place was dark anyways. They should have left it alone. I would have been used to it that way. But apparently they wanted to make it bright for us, but it was scary. Some bank that they were using as a studio. So anyways, I walk down to the main Simpson floor, and I start like immediately like, dude, you could just feel the energy and the artistic flow that's in that room. That's how I felt. It was one of those things that I had never really experienced it. And it was like, man, I'm really here. And then immediately, I'm not gonna lie. You walk in a place like that after, fuck it, I'm here. I'm a badass. I could do this.